So, hi everyone. So, just to put you in the picture, I'm filming this a lot later at night. I'm going to look a lot, well, not a lot different. I'm going to look different from the one before, because before I'm going to look polished, because I just done my makeup. Now, my eyebrows are coming off. But again, I sometimes do them too dark anyway. But yeah, I've been sitting, talking, doing a Zoom for ages, and I'm just absolutely buzzing in the energy of it. So, and I'd got permission from the person I've been doing it with, but basically, to give you a wee bit of a lowdown, I've just had a newbie session with someone that basically, now again, what I'm going to say is, because she basically was very, basically amazing, because she's like, look, I'm an open book, whatever. And I explained to her, I was like, sometimes people say that to me, and I'm still protective of them, because sometimes that can be when we've not had anyone respect our boundaries. We're just kind of like too open. So sometimes I just appreciate that you can make up your own decision, but sometimes you don't even realize that you're vulnerable. So, but I've assessed the situation enough. She's like, no, literally, like there's it's fine. So basically, if you were on that live stream where this happened, you will remember, because when she said to me, I don't know if you'll remember, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Of course I remember. That was like, well, it was hilarious, it was beautiful, I felt every emotion. But the funniest bit, and this is like, I feel like I have to give you a warning for how funny I'm going to be when I express this, because he's still here. So I'm going to freak some people out, right? Because I know that obviously everybody knows I'm a medium, right? If you're new, I'm a medium, 144 for twin flames, for everyone. But everything I do is for twin flames. But basically, I was talking to, you know, basically, it's a but oh, can he go? He's telling me no to bother. Like, I'm not going to go into the whole big story, right? Because it's complicated, and I've even said to this person, if he was still alive, it would be different, and he never got his shit together to get in a good place. Unfortunately, and it is heartbreaking, because if you saw how fucking good looking this guy is, like, please just hopefully you get my dark sense of humor, right? 222. When I am just being the mouthpiece for this guy right now, right? Because I've closed down this women's session, but he's still here. Because I even said to her, I feel I've got quite a lot of guys in the spirit world that are quite risky, from all walks of life, from all ages. And I feel he's going to stay, obviously that is that woman's twin flame. But I feel, because you'll just see. Yeah, like I know he's gonna wow. Like, I'm a bit nervous because I've got the true emotional, like, dodgy cards, and I've got the dark thing. Wait, but the thing is, the dark truth card and the mixture of what's a burning heart oracle. I always mix these up. But basically, I always call these the hot guy cards, which is quite funny because, like I've said before, he is hot. Look, that's him. So again, remember, this woman, again, this woman, when she watches this, she knows who she is. And the comments are off just now. But again, and like I said, that's it's to protect my energy right now in Pisces season. But it's what I've been guided to do. But I will at some point turn the comments on, and she might choose to. She doesn't need to, though, basically, and she knows I'm doing this. But yeah, like, that is him still coming through saying that to her, but also whoever else wants to take this from their divine masculine. So I hope to God and pray that your divine masculine isn't in the spirit world. But as you'll know, if you are a true divine feminine, I've said it before, like, really bluntly, it can fucking feel like that sometimes. If you've not seen them for years, or if whatever the situation is, I know some of you actually have, and it's like, but they're still wearing a mask, or whatever the situation is, you're always, if you're a true twin flame, you shouldn't need me to tell you, you're in connection with your higher self, because all I done tonight, look, 418, I know I kind of waited for it, but like 418, there's inner unions, there's physical unions. When you're so in connection with your own self, you'll crystal clearly, no pun intended, be able to feel the connection. So what was beautiful when I was working with that woman was, and she's going to be able to say it so much better than me, but she is going to write something, and like always I've said, no rush, and there's no obligation at all, there's no pressure at all to do it, but it would be brilliant if she did, because it was just so amazing. That's why I was like, right, please can I say something about this, because it's just so hard to even explain. But so basically, she'll write something at some point and get across her own way. But yeah, like I just don't even know where to start. Like that's what happens on the like, and basically remember, so that was the newbie session. I don't know if it's called that anymore. The divinely timed, anyway, when someone's new, or if you've never had a Zoom. So you don't need to be brand new if you've just never had a Zoom with me. But the one strict rule I do have is don't pull a fast one, like because if people take the piss, then I might take it away. I'm not going to take it away. I'm not even going to say that. I don't believe myself. But for a while, it was free. So for those of you that are new, you missed out. But basically, it was free for a while. But they guided me to not make it free because people can curse you and hex you and everything. You shouldn't do work for entirely free. And some people still do that. It's not wise. But you get so much more back that you pay, and that woman will say that herself. Like that was a big investment for her, and I'm really proud of her that she done it because she doesn't, she doesn't know me that well. She just found me like a few months ago, and even the video that I filmed like before talking to her made sense for some of the things. So basically, that's it, right? To put you in the picture, I'm gonna let him do the talking, but he was in some pretty toxic. He was in some toxic situations. He, like I said, he's hot. Like this guy's hot, and this guy I'm talking to in the spirit world is hot. And again, I think we've all gathered by now. I don't say that lightly, right? I'm not going to start now going on about how good looking my twin flame is, but he is good looking, right? But everybody says that about their twin flame, so it's but the thing is, like, I'm fussy, right? I'm really fucking fussy, right? It takes a lot for me to say somebody's hot, right? Beauty's in the back, but like, when she showed me a picture of him, I said on the live stream though, like I said, like I feel this guy's really good looking and a cheapy chappy. Well, I was just feeling his energy and I felt he was good look because she actually she showed me him and I was like, holy fuck, like this. And I said to her, I'm going to have to say to people, this guy is in the spirit world, right? So, like, yeah, like he's saying to me right now, I'm dead, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Sorry, I know that, see, I feel like I need to apologise because some people will be like, but it's just, yeah, I'm just, he had, he had ADHD and he was she said he was really like a wild character. And as we know, I've got ADHD, but I've got the inattentive type. So I'm like more like sloth mode. It's almost like, a lot of times it's like, oh, fuck's sake, it's a total, it's like, it can be like a fucking effort for me to get up and put the kettle on, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why this kind of work suits me, and like, that's why I force myself to go out a walk. But like, I do it, and I could walk for 2 hours, and I could walk for longer, I love walking. But when I'm really in sloth mode, which is most of the Pisces, I need to do that. But the point is, he had, a lot of energy. He still does in the spirit world, and it's like, so that's why he picked me, because I'm going to be able to animate how he is. But there's bits that are more private, that although she said she was an open book, there was a lot of poignant moments on the actual live stream. Do you know what I might do? Nah, I'm not going to do that. The thing is, I was maybe going to pin the live stream below that I'm talking about. I'm not going to do that because you can go and find it yourself, and then I just feel actually that's maybe a bit too much to put it. But although like I said, I can't stress she did give permission to do this. It's just basically he's going to help me deliver a message, right, from a collective of divine masculines. And I must stress, it doesn't mean that everything that this guy went through in his life that you are going through if you're the masculine or you're masculine, but it will make sense to some of you, right? And the reason I know that is because I filmed the shorts last week, and I filmed them right up until the 24th of March, and right now we're only on the 5th of March, right? So I filmed like basically 3 weeks in advance, kind of nuts, right? I usually only film 2 weeks in advance. Sometimes mostly I film a week in advance. Sometimes I film 2 weeks. But this time I was guided to do that because I know that as Pisces season gets on, I'm going to be like more and more tired, and sometimes I just really can't fucking be arsed putting makeup on and everything. It's just such an effort, right? So I thought that would just give me a break. But and it helps me keep up with these daily videos, right? But basically, I filmed the shorts and I spoke about sex addictions. I spoke about Jezebels. I spoke about, I think I titled it bad influence with karmic females or something. All of that was relevant to this guy in the spirit, like scarily so. To the point where this woman was like gobsmacked, like all the stuff that I was picking up. But again, like I said, I kept saying It isn't me. He was just using me as a really clear channel to deliver the message. Because like I said, that's the difference. Like, I respect and appreciate other people that do similar to me, like other shamans, other mediums, other healers, or other whatever all the names people want to give for themselves. But the difference is with me, I'm all of it in one. And the difference is, like I say about the orbs, when you see orbs flying about people's head, which I know can be really cool, because it is cool to see it. And I miss that doesn't happen with me. Like I sometimes say, like, come on, guys, like, make, go outside of me so that they can see. Like, maybe we should test that. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll put the light off and see. But basically, the reason why you don't see orbs around me is because they're just talking through me. So yeah, I'm jumping in with my personality and that, but they're just speaking through me. That's why I say all the time, it's God speaking through me. Nobody else says that. I've never caught anybody else saying that. Like, that's my thing. If they start saying that, they're fucking copying me. But the thing is like, it's really kind of wow when I'm allowing someone in the spirit world, because she even said that on that live stream in public. It was like I was him. And like, that's how it felt there too, even stronger. And to the point when he's doing it again, I've had a headache all fucking day, and I don't get headaches. When I get headaches, I know it's to do with someone I'm going to connect with, or like, it could be like, well, let's face it, I'm a twin flame channel. It could be when I've got a headache, I'm picking up on my twin flame, but like I don't know. And then especially because it just reached his birthday number, so like, a variation. So if you've got a headache, twin flame, if you're open, I'm sending you healing. But it's kind of like, to be serious, it's like, sometimes it can be me picking up on someone in my personal life, but in this case, it was actually about something even deeper. It connected with the woman for her life, but it also connected with things like surrounding him, 1144, her twin flame. So basically, but yeah, so take that away now, because it's really, like I said, it's just, it's horrible, isn't it? But he's taken away. So, but I feel he might be trying to tell me that some of you actually like might have a headache too. I can do anything with the power of your love. You give me the strength and the confidence to be me. So, so that is lovely. And the thing is that is the connection between, him and his twin flame here. So, on this side of life. And again, like I said, I remember when I channeled that, because that's why I said, are you kidding? I remember it, because it's tragic. Like, I mean, I have channeled the guys scarily similar to this on live streams, like more so on Facebook, but on YouTube too. But the difference is, like, those guys were the karmic partner, but it doesn't mean the love was, it was still a strong love, but it was a trauma bond, And like, even with this guy, like, I was saying that to it, it's like, I don't really even need to say it, like, they definitely are twin flames, but it was very karmic. But the difference is she had boundaries with him and they were best friends. So you'll probably remember it because she kept saying my best friend. And because I pick up on what people aren't saying, and I'm like, this guy wasn't your best friend. Like, it feels like there was something else going on, you know what I mean? But nothing, it didn't cross the line like that. And it's kind of like, and he is really funny. Like, he was even making dirty jokes and it's really hilarious. And like I said, I'm bringing it back. Like, I want to. It's like he's using me, like, because she was laughing her head off. I think at some point, right? Like, I don't. She'll tell you herself, like, if ever she's on the chat, I'm sure. But it's like, or when next time I have a session with her, because she'd already say she'll definitely have a session with me again at some point. But she was just. I watched a dark cloud be lifted up from off of her, and her joy and her light and her energy came back, just like that card. And that's why I said, that's why I do this. It's like, and there's loads of things she said to me that I really needed to hear. Actually, it was really nice to hear. And it's, other people have said it before, but it was really lovely, like, to just know how much of a difference. There's actually everything, actually, because in the one that I filmed yesterday, or was it, yesterday or yesterday, all of that, all of it, quite a lot of it was relevant to the guy in spirit too. And you know what it reminds me of, actually? Shit, I remember he said, like, take note, guys, because if you get involved with women, like what this guy was involved with, well, you don't want it to end up this way, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry to be so blunt. Again, I've said before, I have done work in the past with the amazing, and he is amazing, Gordon Smith. Like, the best medium in the world, basically, as far as I'm concerned, right? And he's very humble, 1444, and I'm really proud to have even been in his presence. But he is, like, so fucking humble, and I don't like the word normal because he fucking certainly isn't normal. Neither is James Van Praagh. I love both of them. But and I've met him too. It's claim to fame. But basically, what I'm saying is like whenever I have once I was at something of his, now this was years ago now, like seriously, this was nearly 10 years ago now. I was working this out. I was like, I'm sure it was 2016, so that might be relevant here. But basically, there was only like, I don't know, say there was like, I think there was 40 people, because he just pulled me at the number 40, but basically there was 40 people, and I can tell you this because it happened to me, like, and there was only 5 of us that were, to get up and like do mediumship, like platform mediumship, which basically, I don't do platform, I've got no desire to do platform mediumship, like, I'm sure I will actually at some point, but I don't, like, I'm telling you the truth, I don't want to do it, because here's my platform, and that's basically what I actually said to Gordon, was I am my claim to fame. I've said this before, this is hilarious, and I'm laughing because there's some people that might watch this that do still know him well. So it's like, but basically, he didn't know. Wait a minute, is that him or is that no? I'm like, that's no James. No James. So it was like Gordon didn't know what Facebook Live was. Like I had to explain to him what it is. And I'm not even on Facebook anymore. My page is still there, but I'm not even on there anymore because I just don't like it. But the point is, I think he does it. I think he does that now, like now and again. And it's just funny that I'm the one that told him what it was, and I explained it, like that's my mediumship. Like so, it's like that's how ahead of the times I am. That I basically, like it's in my chart. I've got Uranus conjunct the moon, which is about the internet and stuff. And I just decided that this is where I'm meant to do it. I might do it in person now and again, but like I'm just really proud. But the point is, when it's reminding me of when he just kind of looked at me, and he's very, like I said, he's got a beautiful way. I can't, like I've said before, like the times when I've been really down in my life. See, I'm going to start crying. Whoa, can you tone that down? The times that I've been really down in my life, like I actually I've got a couple of his decks, but like there's a card deck I have of his, and it always just really comforts me. And I feel it is because I actually have met him in person and done online stuff, that it's like I don't know, I feel, and I know that, like, listen, if there are other mediums that watch me, like they're just going to be like, oh, I totally know what Claire's saying. It's like, when you just have people that you feel really connected to, and he's one of them for me. It doesn't matter that I've not been on in person or online for years again now, but it's like, yeah, he's really special to me. And so is James Van Praagh actually. And like there's loads, and I could go on and on and on, and actually some of them are like my secret people, which I will well actually sometimes I'm like, I don't know how to see it, but it's kind of like there are people that I love, online in the past and even presently, but it's like people that bring me that healing that I need when I need to go and just like be not who I am here. You know what I mean? I'm still the same person because I'm always going to be spreading healing and everything where I am, but it's a place for me to feel safe. God, I did not see any of this come. Fuck's sake, is this, you know what I mean? Is this your softer side, Hot Man? And we agreed, I'm not going to say his name, but I'm going to call him Hot Man. Hot Man number 2, actually, because this Hot Man number 1 is Hottie. Like, what does this say? Oh, see what I mean? Although this is coming through really weird, because that's why I actually started talking about Gordon there. It was when I stood up and done, whoever I had. I wouldn't say the content of it, but the general gist was I held a bit of jewellery, and then whoever it was in the crowd, I basically channeled a message, and it was like, and I swore and stuff, and like, so everyone was laughing at that, but nobody else done that. And before I swore, I was like, is it alright if I swear? And he was like, Claire, if you need to swear, you do you. Do you know what I mean? But like, because it's like, no, I really do my own thing. And I'm just thanking all of you. Like, I'm grateful, and I'm, really thank you for just letting me be me to deliver the message. But what I'm saying is this is how important it is. Like, this guy chose me because he knows I'm going to fucking say whatever he's got to say. Like, because like I said, in private, he was saying whatever. And I think even for you, he's going to do it he's going to do it for the cards. But I'm going to be serious again. There's some dark shit in those cards. And he might go there, right? I'm sorry, I miss you, and I hope that you can forgive me for all the things I've done. I know that I've hurt you very badly in my words and actions, and I'm truly very sorry. It was all because of my own insecurity and fear. I could tell that. Unfortunately, like I said, this guy is like many guys, and he hid behind good looks, charm, you know, good looks, charm, whatever, you know what I mean? Listen, there's some of the younger guys, you know who you are. There's some of the younger guys I've connected with on Zooms, they'll be like, shit, that's me. Like, you know what I mean? And some of the guys my own age will be like, shit, that's me. And then there might be some women resonate with this. There's going to be some of the older guys that I've worked with too. Shit, that's me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just you might feel like, oh my god, this is me. No, it's not. You'd be surprised. But let me say, like I said, I would not go on about how good looking somebody was if this guy's in the spirit world is what I'm basically. Oh yeah, that's why I mentioned Gordon too. So that it's because when I used to say like, the dead people, and he'd be like, I can't remember what he used to say to me, but it was like, because he says, I can't remember, what does he say again? Oh, I don't know, but he says, like, he'll say whatever he says, and I'm like, but they are dead, you know what I mean? It's just the truth. Like, I'm not being disrespectful. Like, I talk to dead people all the time. They know I love them, and the ancestors and everything, but it's the truth. Like, even that guy just said it. But basically, the point is, when you know my heart, or when you know anyone's heart, and you just let them do their thing, it works. Because unless you know another medium that does it like this, who's that guy going to go and give the message to? I'm the person that those guys give the message to. Do you know what I mean? And I'm fucking proud of that. It's my Pluto in Scorpio in the 12th house. That's what's doing it. It's the hidden secrets. You all know it. If you've had a Zoom with me, if you've got secrets, I'm going to pull them out. Because I just done that to that woman too. She'll say that herself. She was telling me things, but I was feeling what she wasn't telling me. You know what I mean? Because that's what I do. And that's why when I studied counselling, quite a lot of people couldn't fucking stand me, because I'm good. Because I can feel what people aren't saying. You know what I mean? But at least I stay humble with it. But I'm not going to sit and be like, oh, I didn't know. I do know what I'm doing, and I just let them do it through me. And I can also teach you to be you with, like I always say, I help people be themselves just by me being me. You know what I mean? And what's quite funny is actually that woman's email address, I noticed like her email address was something quite similar to that, but it's like, I make people feel more at ease with themselves just by how at ease I am with myself. So, like I said, I always thought if I was going to have a book, I was going to call it like Becoming Clair or something. But I don't think I'd call it that now, because so many other people like say things like that. But it is, we're all in a process of unraveling who we are to become who we really are. Like unraveling the false mask to become who we really are. See what I mean? Like he's inspiring me to say all of this, because that's what he done. But his twin flame is best friend. That's what they called each other. We'll just go away, guys. We know that that's what they kept. My voice cracked. There was feelings there, but this guy knew he was going to hurt her, so they just stayed best friends. And she just, watched him do his thing, and not literally, guys, but it's kind of like, had lots of women, but none of them were her. And now it's like, that's the beautiful messages that comes through it. But that's what I remember saying in live. Don't let this be you guys out there. Because on the shorts, I was tuning into things about addictions and stuff. And again, for those of you who don't know that, right, I have this all the time, whether it's women, men. Like, I can think of ones a few years ago where someone had a really bad gambling addiction. They had a session once. Next thing I know, they're emailing me, I'm not doing it anymore. Explain that to me when that's meant to be a disease. I know it is a disease, but I'm just saying I can help you deliver it from them. I can't guarantee, but I've helped many people with it. Usually you feel a lot better, but there are miracles like more than. And then there's things like in the past where, like quite a lot actually, where like people could have problems with alcohol. However, deep that runs, being an actual alcoholic or just binge drink, whatever. Speak to me once, not touching the stuff. Seriously, that happens to some people. Or you won't drink as much, you won't be out of control, because it's attachments, you see, right? That's very common. So, sex addiction, I've helped people with that too. I'm not going to go into all of that, because I don't even like going into what I've already mentioned, but I can help you, stuff like that. What else? Drugs, yeah, help many people with drugs too. I would say more so through the free videos, to be honest, because there's a lot of shame around everything that I'm talking about. But I'm just saying this in public, and he's helped me do that you don't need to be living in shame and guilt and fear. I'm not going to judge you. I'm here to help people. And like, you can be freed as soon as, you know, after one session. So it's up to you whether you want to believe it or not. I'm not talking shit. It's true. It's just they're not going to see the reviews like that because it's who the fuck's going to write a review? Well, hopefully her. But again, it's not easy. What I mean, it's like, yeah, he's my review. This guy I'm channeling, he's my review. Because I cannot even stress you, like, there's too many things there's loads of things that I can't really go into. Like, for instance, like, he's been showing me names for the last few. Basically, he's made me stay up till 4 in the morning, and I'm blaming this guy. I'm kind of my dry stage humor. I don't like blame and shame, so but I'm gonna use. He's making me joke a bit here. I don't like blame and shame, but I am blaming him, or it's his fault that I've stayed up, and I know I'm gonna do it tonight too. Except there wouldn't be any need to do it because I've delivered the message. I feel just from the pure excitement, I'm gonna be up again late, watching this program that I've been watching called Divorce. Again, that's going to be another message. That actually, for one, that wasn't relevant. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, I think it was relevant to him at some point in his life. See what I mean? It's like, but that'll be relevant to some of you, but it doesn't need to be an actual divorce. It could be like separated, but whatever it is, it's kind of like, anyway, that program's funny, so I'm going to watch that. But I need to eat something too. I'm just like calming down a bit because the message is like, yeah, he impressed a headache upon me, which was a huge part of the message. He's the one that's been given the message about Jezebels and toxic women and karmic females and sex addiction and, like, you name it. He's been talking to me about other stuff too. And he kept showing me his twin flame's name before she booked, and I was like, oh, like, he just kept showing me her name, and then I realised when I spoke to her, I was like, oh, I've actually been seeing your name for days, and this is exactly like that bit of it is exactly like what happened with people I worked with not long ago, where before they booked, I kept seeing the guy's name. So do you know what I mean? It's like, so they're just sort of stressing to you, like, everyone's going through quite well, not, but that's the thing, right? Like, what I'm saying is not everyone is going through exactly everything of what I'm talking about. But when you're that bit, when you are thinking about booking with me, it already starts happening before you literally do it. Like, I'll see your name before you. It's so weird. But like, yeah, he's been with me the last couple of days, giving me all this information, and then it made sense when I connected with her. I'm frustrated. Please don't pay attention to my moods. I allow my physical world to affect me more than it should. I get frustrated at my life and I know it needs to change. I'm working on this. So I feel that's only going to speak to people if you are physically in the environment of your twin flame. Like, you know, like, for instance, like, that's how this pair was when he was alive. They were best friends. So, you know, she just accepted him unconditionally for who he was. But he wasn't a one woman guy. He was. But this is what the other side of it is. He's saying he actually really loved her, but he knew he was going to hurt her, so he stayed away from her, like, in the sense of romantically. But it was like an unspoken thing. But they were, best friends. I keep saying best friends. And I do get that, and I'm sure lots of you get that too. That's a twin flame thing. But it's sad too, because it's like, and it's sad because I now feel like I really know this guy. And like I said to her, like, as long as you're alright with it, I don't mind this hot guy talking to me. And, I said, as long as he's no fucking creeping on me when I'm getting out of the shower. They don't do that in the spirit world, but even she was like, no, he would. And I'm like, well, he fucking better not. Like, but like, basically, I said, yeah, I don't mind the confidence boost from the man in spirit. Like, bring it on. Like, and again, I can't show you a picture because I don't think that would be fair. But just trust me when I say, if you saw him walk down the street, you'd be like, oh, hello, pop star. Like, seriously, he was that hot. Very good looking man. And he's talking through me. He's loving this. She said he would love that kind of a okay. I can't imagine who I know that would like that kind of attention, someone talking about them. I really can't, I don't know where the connection would be. I've always sort of felt like, amongst other reasons why someone wouldn't be ready for twin flame union, could it be that somebody enjoys somebody bigging them up like that, even though they might make out like, oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck she's doing, that's fucking crazy, it's got nothing to do with me. It's fine. I get it. Might be wrong. So, I feel you. My spider sense is tingling. Are you thinking of me? Because I'm definitely thinking of you. So in the case of that guy, and again, I know, like, I just feel he is still talking to his twin flame when I'm doing this, but this was actually to give messages to everyone. So I feel there's bits and bobs for everyone. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. So I really do feel, basically, there's, this is for anyone this makes sense for now. There's some, if this message resonates with you, there's someone out there. They feel you thinking about them. They feel you talking to them telepathically. They're really hoping that you call or text or reach out to them. And I feel it's because of the way that you've left things, however long ago that was, or on whatever, whether it was a sour note or an awkward distance. It's like this person misses you. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be. And in the past, they couldn't be what you needed them to be. And he's going to make me cry because, again, I'm really tired. I need to eat. And, like, I could start moaning and everything, but it's like, so this person might be feeling like this, exhausted and stuff. But it's like, this person couldn't be what you needed them to be for whatever reason. But let's just see. Now, again, bear in mind, I'm like, what the fuck's going to come out here? But what is the reason why so for all the, I'm going to say men, right, because this guy is a guy and I feel it's going to really speak to, and again, I have to stress for the men watching that you are the masculine energy. If this isn't your story, it's not your story, right? So I was going to say it shouldn't trigger you, but I can't control what trigger, like, I'm just triggering full stop, even when I'm not meaning to be, like, they're doing it through me. It's to to be a catalyst for your awakening. But yeah, not all of you, like, not all of you are going through all of this stuff, or even any of it, right? So, but for some of you, it's probably been your past if it's not your present, or it's your present. I fucking hope it's not your future, especially depending on what some of these cards come out. But, yeah, that guy when he was alive, towards before when he died, he had a lot of toxic Jezebel women around him that definitely didn't like the connection that he had with his twin flame. They would try to make her jealous too, and she's even saying, like, she's like, I'm just his friend, like, what's the big deal? So it's a bit of a different dynamic from, like, other people, but, I could still see how it's like where other Jezebel, I keep saying Jezebel because that is what it is. That card's probably going to come out because this is the only deck I've got that says Jezebel. I think I've got another deck I think they're actually sitting there. But it's the kind of women that's like, very insecure, that would, like, do things to, like, show off in that on social media and stuff, but it's like, it's OTT to, like, prove that, like, you know what I mean, but that's the kind of women that would be around this guy, and, like, that would have just been so annoying, because, like, that woman just loved him for who he was. And again, like I don't like really going there, but I could see, that is like me with mine back in the day. Like, if I was ever stuck in the same club with him, it was fucking hell on earth. But when we were in the weirdness of it, but, like, I just let him be him. That's just him. Do you know what I mean? There'd be a lot of people that feel like, I mean, I just loved him unconditionally for who he was. But the difference was it fucking hurt like hell because I knew who he was to me. 33 minutes, come to Jesus moment. But you know what I mean? You just get to the point where you just, you got to let it go and let somebody be who they are. And if they come back, it's because you gave them the freedom to be themselves. And I think I've made it more than crystal clear that if my twin flame is ever in the position where he does feel like he wants to come back into my life, even just as a friend, but I don't believe that. But anyway, actually, as it happens, I think that would be wise for us to be friends first, because to build a proper friendship. Anyway, like, me and him could talk about that if you ever you can fucking hit me up, because you'll know that card that says every time I phone it that, no, that's not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? And it's actually not going to happen for me either, because he's not got my number. So he's just going to have to find a magical way of getting in touch with telepathy. What was going on with you? Because I've been saying a lot of stuff here. What was man and spirit? Give me some indications as to what is stopping some of the men out there. So whoever this is, this could be excessive. One person, especially, I feel this is going to be one person that feels very trapped, or you did in the past, or you do now. So if that's not you, this isn't for you. This is going Scorpio moon on us. We're not in a Scorpio moon, but this is going, this is a serious one, okay? You're a wish fulfillment to this person. But they're in a firestorm. I pulled that card out in that session. Karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. So you're a wish fulfillment to someone and they're in a bit of a toxic karmic situation. Or they were in the past. And they were running from the connection. Although that looks like quite a happy running card. So I do feel this could be, for some people, this person's running, 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 running from myself no more. I'm ready to face it all. Because that actually does feel very twin flames, but I do feel it's the other way too. So you're a wish fulfillment. This person was running from you because they were running from themselves, and now they're ready to face it all. They're not running from themselves, or this is where they'll get to. Or like I say all the time, it's not your message. Basically, this is definitely for the female divine feminines, that you would just know if this message is for you. You'd feel it, it would hit you in the heart. That's also my thing, by the way, that I say. And you've got a male divine masculine. And I pray and hope to God that nobody's situation is like this. But actually, I can even think of somebody else I connect with on a live stream where it was the same. And like I said, I can even think where some people's, it's not their twin flame, it's their karmic partner. But it was a deep love. And that's okay, you know, that's allowed. Like I've said, like that's why it's like, you know, it's not nice for anyone. Think about like trauma bonds can run deep too. Like I can even, to be honest, I can think of some friendships I had where it was a trauma bond. But it doesn't mean that like it wasn't a really strong love and an unconditional love. But it's just, it, for me, I love so hard as a friend or a lover, but again, that's the weird thing, and this is totally my Chiron and Gemini, because the moon was conjunct that today. Think about how crazy it is. I literally help unions, like I help twin flames specifically, but when I've been talking to people that aren't like just in my personal life, that aren't like that, I'm helping them with love, whether it's a stranger on a night out or like, you know, other people that I meet in my personal life. I've always helped people their love life, and I've been single 22 years. Riddle me that. How does that make sense? But it's because Chiron's your deepest wounds. That when you heal your deepest wounds, you can be a really good healer from that. And that's why I'm a good healer for twin flames. And I'm not just saying that, other people say it, you know what I mean? And I've, you know, been doing this a long time now. But it comes from my deepest wounds. And I know why they're saying that, because you know I always say like I'm a twin flame elder, and that's actually what I've just worked out, that's what the elephant's about. So when I'm grounding in this elephant medicine, and remember, if you don't know that, if you're new, I thought the day before, oh, I need to get a bit of jewellery with an elephant on it to integrate that medicine more. And then my mum had just got back from India and she gave me an elephant ring. So that's you know, the close psychic telepathic bond that me and my mum have got too, that it doesn't matter that she's like halfway across the world, or in this case, you know, she only lives not very far away from me at all. Like, you know, we're just so in connection with each other that it's yeah. Sorry, that's making me work. Same with my dad too, actually. I'm like that with two of them, but so should they come to, you know, when the time comes where they cross over to that promised land, I'll be able to just fucking chat to them, because I'm seeing a picture of my grandma and granddad too, and I talk to them like that, and it's really comfort. I talk to my nana too. They're all fucking jumping in now, but yeah. Goodbye. Fuck's sake. You know, that's a bit fucking after I said that. But the point is look what I was asking about. This is what I said the other day, right? Some of you divine feminines could be in a really weird position of you're being isolated from your own loved ones, which you might have, you know, you might have your beef with them now and again, or might, you know, however deep it runs. But I feel some of you are being guided to spend time on your own, like isolating, and I'm talking like you might not even be talking to them right now or something, but it's because a masculine is closing out a karmic cycle with people close around them, whether that is having to put up boundaries with family, or because I know basically there's loads of people that I'm in contact with that are doing that or have had to do that, or like toxic friendship groups or lovers or whatever. But a masculine minute is saying goodbye to a karmic cycle. And like I keep saying, I know it seems a bit extreme, but he keeps getting me to say goodbye to the toxic people in the toxic cycle, or at least put up a boundary so that it doesn't end the same way as him. No strings. This is kind of amazing. That card came up in that session, and look at, you see, he's like explaining, it looks like she's pissed off, and he's like, look, I don't want anything more with you, and it's like she's not happy. So when I read between the lines of this energy, this is going to speak to a lot of men where, you know, you get involved with someone, you think you're just having fun, and it turns out to be like somebody that's got their energetic hooks in you, and they can actually ruin your life, you know. Like, I've helped so many men of all different ages that have been so deeply emotionally wounded and scarred from abuse of all kinds. And if you're a man that's resonating with this, or you know a man that's went through that of any age, it would maybe be wise to send them this video, or at least the playlist, or, because again, I cannot stress to you, I'm giving general examples, not this one, because again, this guy's in spirit, and that's why me and her both agreed this is an important one to share. Because it was an important live stream, and it feels an important video I'm doing right now. And like I said, I'm not kidding. Like, all jokes aside, I don't mind having this good looking guy following me about in spirit. There's quite a few of them there, but it's kind of like, some of them I don't know what they look like, but I can just feel their energy. But it's kind of like some of them I do know what they look like too. But it's kind of like, that's, oh shit, now they're all going to come in, we can't go there. But it's kind of like, see, because now my face is going red, because I'm not kidding. Like, that's like when she showed me that picture, I was like, holy shit, he's fucking hot. Do you know what I mean? I was like, that's exactly who I felt like I was talking to. But all jokes aside, this guy had a lot of troubles, you know. And he didn't find somebody to help him when he was alive, but he's found somebody to help him now. To help his best friend. So it is sad, isn't it? It's tragic. I've got a new best pal that's really hot in spirit, but it doesn't make me sad. But it's, you know, it is the case. There's some people you can't save. But if you're watching this, that's not you. Or if that's your twin flame, that doesn't need to, you know, keep praying for them and it'll make a difference. And again, I know not all of you are in dark situations like this, but some of you are. And they're showing me, again, because it's anonymous, like, it's reminding me of, like, emails I've had, like, in the past where people have said, like, you know, thank you so much for doing what you do, because there's no words to express how grateful I am, you know, and stronger statements that, you know, and yeah. And that's what's quite poignant, is I'm putting aside my ego, didn't even put my lip balm on, and it's annoying me because my lipstick off and my lips are dry and stuff, but it's like, and my makeup's, you know, coming off, but it's like, I don't care about any of that. I love and accept myself, and I do look like shit sometimes, and what everybody does. But it's like, in that, it reminds me of Bridesmaids when she's like, oh my god, you're an ugly crier, because like the woman's like really perfect. She's like, no, I'm not an ugly crier, and she's like, no, you are, and she's like, no, I know I'm not, kind of thing. It's like that. It's like, you know, everyone looks a bit funny when they cry and stuff, but it's really, like, you know, I don't know, because I'm just in the zone with this, but when I've watched things, but especially when I've literally not got any makeup on and I channel, my eyes go really, really blue, because they're very blue. They don't actually look very blue right now, but they go really, really blue, and I see God, spirit in my eyes. When somebody's really channeling spirit and pure energy. And that's the thing, and he's laughing because he's like, but you're channeling me, like, that's how I see this guy. Like, even if I didn't find him as attractive as what I do, it's like, he's got a really beautiful soul. Like, because she let me listen to a voice note, and he's just got a really cool accent too. He's got a really cool voice, and I was like, I can actually feel the kindness in his voice too. and I can feel it when he's talking to me. The spirit it's so amazing. Right, what else do you want to say, hot guy? Hot guy number 2, because hot guy number 1 is the guy on the cards. And hot guy number 2 is this guy. Is there going to be a hot guy number 3 out there? Bad credit, debt, unemployed. So again, somebody's going to resonate with that. And again, I know that that can be a bit of a taboo, but all I'm going to say, people out there, is that's like more than half the people I work with have difficulty like that. So they might be saying, if somebody's really hard up out there that really need my help, and like I was going to say enjoy the free stuff, but watch the free things on the playlist, and it'll help you get more empowered. And also be open enough to ask your guide to send you the money to work with me, and then don't be surprised when the money comes. The difference is you might fucking blow it on a night out or something. Loads of people do that. I said that to that woman tonight. Be really, really proud of yourself, because she's only found me not that long ago. She was blown away on the live, and she even said tonight, like, she was like, she thought she was just going to get a card reading, and she's like fucking blown away, because as we all know, it's clearing and healing energy. It's quantum healing, clearing and energy, coaching, NLP, hypnotherapy, mediumship. It's a bit of all of it. And like I said, the majority of us talking was just mediumship, you know. Not just mediumship. It was you know, it was mainly very, and I love that, because that's not, you know, it's not all the time like that. But when it needs to be, it will be. And that's why I say, you know, especially when I've got the mediumship live session, which I might take that off at some point, because like I said, it's never just mediumship, and I do sit with people for ages, but I've kept it there just now. But it's kind of like, it wouldn't always be a loved one in spirit, like it could just be your guides. But I feel when you book that one, it more than likely will be a loved one in spirit. But like that was the general new, you know, when your new session. Right, there you go. Like he's, yeah, oh god, there it is. I knew it. That was going to come out. Right, okay. So, because of what I've just done on that session, and because of the other messages, so look, mirroring. I don't know what I use for a thumbnail. That's exactly what I just said. If you're in a weird situation where you feel like you're heavily mirroring a situation, now you might not know exactly what they're going through, but you just know that you're meant to be isolating so that they get time to themselves, whether they know it or not, by the way. But it's kind of like that's what's going on. And praying, faith, healing, meditation. Now notice that's what I talk about all the time. That's what I do. It's deliverance. Like, you know, it's pray for your person. And if you are that person and you've got a divine feminine, they are praying for you. And if you happen to be somebody watching this and you're not on the twin flame journey, I'm praying for you. You know, and I'm praying for the karmic energies too. I've said this before. Go and watch back my old journeys. Like, I'm praying for the karmic energies that I feel are in really poor mental health. I mean, let's face it, there's cards that say really harsh things like this one. So I do want, you know, trigger warning. I don't like the word psycho. It's a bit harsh. And I don't like, but it does say that, right? Psycho, crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. So that totally applies to the guy that's giving me this message in spirit. Like, he had got involved with quite a few toxic women that were a bad influence that led him to, you know, the situation that he got himself in. And it was like, you know, I mean, there's a bit of a question around, but it, you know, it's like I think you would describe it. It was like I think it's been put down to like a drug overdose, but there's, yeah, it's, you know, he had bad influence around him. But the point is like, look, shocking news. This could be, you know, you might be like, oh, this isn't for me, and you just stay humble. You just never know. Everyone could get into anything. But I feel if this is this person's past or present, you know, they've been losing sleep, worried, replaying events, thinking about you if you're the feminine. And there is secrets, you know. And there's secret accounts. Ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, and the wrong. Like, I mean, this could be karmic energies too, but this can be masculines. Like, you know, it's, I mean, police station, that was relevant for, no, actually, that one I just done. It probably, actually, was it? It probably was. Massive regrets. Like, look, there's somebody else's situation, workplace affair, they're fucking bringing it up. But you know what I mean? It'll be different people's situations. But some of the masculines are in heartbreak because you're their divine feminine, but at some point you were bumping heads. And they were confused about that. You know, because it's, you know, trauma. It is fucking hardcore. But now they're in heartbreak because they know who you are. And look, there's flames on that card too. God, that's deep. Right, anything else, hot man number 2? Because I need to eat something and... Well, I'm already on my bed. That's what I was joking about with her, because she was like... What was it she said again? She said something like, oh, I don't know. She said something really funny, and I was like, well, actually, I think it was like, I don't know. It was something, you know, maybe close to the bone. But basically, I was like, the thing is, he's not... Oh, he must have said something about my bedroom, but I was like, well, the thing is, he's in my bedroom right now, because I'm sitting on my bed. I've been sleeping on the couch, because... It's just, you know, the heating in here is shite, and I'm gonna be honest, I get a better sleep, so why would I not? You know what I mean? I'm gonna get a new mattress, but yeah, heartbreak. So I always know when the same card comes out, that's the main message. So someone's in heartbreak and they're praying for another chance, praying that they're going to be understood. Some of them are praying to get, some of your twin flames are praying to get out of a toxic situation with a shady karmic energy that's wearing a mask, because that's a woman wearing a mask. There's legal matters going on, or have been going goodbye. Yeah, closing out karmic cycles. Yeah, sex addiction. There we go. Said that. And fog, that's, you know, well, it could mean many things. Karmic energies, or it could even mean, like, you know, I think in this guy's case, he's like, you know, he looks like that, you know, he looks like he wouldn't fucking mess, but he's got a very kind heart. So I know that fits with some of you out there. I've spoke to you on Zooms before. I wouldn't mess, you know what I mean? But also, like, I mean, that's what I mean. I can see people's badass side, but I can also see your gentle, vulnerable side, and I honour both. Because, like I said, I'm about both. I'm a fucking badass too. And that's why I teach badass boundaries, because at some point I will call a course that. But for now, I just teach it through the videos and sessions and stuff. But I've also got a soft as shit side. And people not only do see that, they sadly can take advantage of it from time to time. But I'm grateful for the soul family that protect me. So thank you. Your prayers protect me too. Karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. Yeah, that came out at start to, and massive regrets. So I'm going to trust that this makes it. And there's police station again. Like, you know, again, like, you know, these cards are a bit taboo, but I do know there is. I can think. I mean, you know, I'm like, I've done that before. There is somebody out there that I've connected with. One of the guys. But again, it's like what I've said before. It's not always like, you know, that's why you shouldn't judge. Like, there's a lot of corruption in the police and all over, and yeah, I'll just sort of leave it at that. So. And also with that's the thing, I think although that doesn't apply to that guy, well, it does for other things, doesn't it? But it's like, there's a lot of toxic Jezebel women, and men can do this too, that can twist things, and, you know, so I'm not digging into that, but right, is there anything else that the collective of masculines want to say? So again, this is like whenever I wear this jumper, I always feel it's like a Scorpio moon, very Scorpio, and remember, the moon's in Gemini, and my Gemini is in my 8th house, and that's what makes me talk about things like sex, and, you know, whether it's the secret kind of, you know, stuff about it, or the sacred sex to do with twin flames, it's all relevant. People need help with all of it. And my North Node in Gemini in the 8th house is here to teach about it when it's relevant. Because like I said, I could go on and on, but that headache's coming back, so I need to tell you the truth. So I think he's giving me that headache because this is, whatever I've said in this is really, and I feel this is really going to hit hard with quite a few people. If this resonates with you, I'm going to say, like, look, this person needs to tell you the truth now. Like, it's eating them up inside. There's a lot of situations where you've got the wrong end of the stick as well. Like, you mean the world to this person. And again, when I'm saying you, this can make sense to lots of people, but you mean the world to this person. And they can't go another day without you. See how I was channeling that like that? And it's like, that's really going to... So anyway, Like I said, I think they just want to give you a taster of how intense it can be. But let's thank that beautiful man, quite literally. He's been really funny for him years. Some people are going to be like, what the fuck is that all about? But trust me, it's... What else do you want to... This is from Leave Your Fears Behind. They're stopping this relationship from blossoming. That is definitely some of you that have been in toxic relationships in the past, possibly still now. It's different for different people, but it's like, if you've been in this in the past, that's not what's going to be in your future with a divine feminine. And like, put out a prayer, or look, basically pray, but look out for the people that can help you, because there's people that, like, it's just like I said to that woman though, right? There's other people that do what I do, but even she, basically I can get pretty deep, like I don't really meet many people. I don't even really meet other healers that can go as deep as me. Like I can get right deep down into your shadow, and that scares people. But if you're up for it, your whole life will change. If you're willing to go there and be vulnerable and share your shame, your guilt, your embarrassment, the worst things you've ever done in your life, and let me hold space for that. And then we close the door on that person, and you can open the door to being a new you. And I know why they're saying open the door and close the door again, because remember, that's what eclipses are. And right now I'm filming this just before a week before the full moon in Virgo, which is your everyday life. Which, think about it, if you had an addiction of any type, or you were around toxic people, or all of this, that is your everyday life. It's like something that's clouding your vision and clouding your, you're being influenced by things that aren't good. Demons, really. They're being accessed through people that are, drugs and alcohol and blah, blah, blah. Again, in moderation. If you drink and whatever else, that's your business. But it's when you OTT it. But even really, to be honest, even just drinking anything, you are accessing portals. It's true. But I'm afraid to contact you. Yeah, anyway, I'm getting tired now, but I see you in my dreams. That's so interesting, because, oh my god, that's so beautiful. He's been a smart ass. I just said to her, he's going to come to you in a dream, and she was like, oh, that's, she hears him all the time in his head, but that's the one thing he's never done. I was like, he's going to do it now, because he's telling me is, and it's because we've just spoke for so long. And I said, or I feel he's going to do it in the journey, because she's going to watch one of the journeys. So again, she'll update me, and then I can share, because I'll always run by whatever, but like, to make sure it's okay. But I see you in my dreams. So that's from him again to you, but that's also from the divine masculines to divine feminines. Like, this masculine group are seeing you in their dreams and their waking visions. You're on their mind 24/7. I'm healing, but it's a work in progress. That's fucking, wait a minute. That's perfect, but for fuck's sake, I look like I've been fucking dragged through a hedge. Anyway. Oh dear. I'm terrified of you rejecting me. So again, a lot of you have been through a lot of shit, and it's like, I ran away from you because I got overwhelmed. However, all that sort of resonates for you, but I am going to need to... Oh shit, that's what he's trying to get me. Wait a minute, right, so... What he did want me to share, right, was... Where are they? There's a... I'm going to shuffle and see if it comes out. There's a... Just to give you a taster, right, of what I'm getting at, right, is... This is how amazing this is. I held up the card that was Shamanic Healer. I think that might be the thumbnail, actually. Which, for those of you that are new, obviously, I've said it a few times, that's what I am, as well as a hypnotherapist and all these other different things that you can read about. But... everything comes under a twin flame healer, right? Twin flame shaman is what suits me. But there's a card in this deck that says Shamanic Healer, and I always say, like I say in public, I say in person, when that card comes out, it's usually in public. It's like they're usually saying, right, you need to book a session, and you get to decide if that's you or not. But I just know that somebody needs a session. But when it's in a personal session, it can mean different things, and it did mean that basically that woman needed a session, and that's why she was guided to book it. And it was very magical the way she was guided to book it. And it was him that guided her to book it, right? Because like I always say, like, that's half the battle. Some of you just don't even love yourself enough to invest in yourself in the slightest, whether it be with me or anyone. So when you do, Like, you should be proud of yourself. Like, you should be, you should be, proud of yourself that you're actually investing in a small business and you're keeping me doing what I do for free, and just, like I said, like, I do deserve to receive too. But it's like, you should be proud of yourself because you're investing in yourself. Like, I know that's something that people say, but it's true. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're actually saying I'm worth it. So, and then those of you that have actually booked bigger packages, the proof's in the pudding. Everybody that's ever done that with me, their whole fucking life changes. They feel better, they've got better boundaries, and it's a gift that keeps on giving. Everybody says something similar, so, which I'm really, really proud of. And again, I think they're getting me to say that because I'm putting the price up, because it's not, it's not therapy. It's like, the word that came through was like quantum, what did I say again? Because it wasn't me, they said, it was something, it was quantum something healing. Like, and again, I always hashtag it in that, but it was really cool what came through. So I'm not gonna say it, someone might fucking nab it, but I might title it something similar, because it is on a quantum level. It's like the light code activated, it's all mixed in, and it's, people get fast results. And I'm talking like, you could have an alcohol problem, you do a session, you're not touching the drink. You could have a drug problem, we do a session, you're not touching the drugs. You know what I mean? Or I've had people, that depends how extreme it is, they're still doing it, but they're not doing it as much. But most of the time, it's they just don't do it at all. Because that's Pluto, 0 degrees, 12th house, right? That's how I get results as a hypnotherapist, because I can get in your subconscious mind. And I can also clear, if any of you have had really negative programming, which, newsflash, we all have from the world, but some of you have had really dark situations where it's darker, and I'll just leave it at that. And I'm aware of helping people with untangling that stuff too. Trauma, basically, but like, some people it's like trauma-based mind control and stuff. Which, like I said, we've all actually had from some form or other, whether you choose to acknowledge that or not. That's why people have done things out of character that don't make sense for your health. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, the point is, if that card comes out again, which I'd be surprised if it doesn't, because he's going to wow us, but I'll go in and get it if not. I kept holding up this card, and she was like, hold up that card again. He looks like him. And I said to her I was going to say this, right? When she said it, I thought, yeah, but I thought to myself, I didn't say it loud, I was like, but does he though? Because actually, it wouldn't be uncommon that I would say it like, does he though? But I thought to myself, but does he though? And I thought, oh, he must have really nice brown eyes, because quite a lot of the divine masculines have nice brown eyes, right? Or nice blue eyes. I've noticed like twin flames can have like blue eyes and brown eyes, or so you might be two twin flames with the same colour eyes, but I've noticed this sort of blue eyes and brown eyes thing. But she wasn't fucking lying. He actually does look like the guy in the card. It's fucking crazy. Like, he's hotter than the guy in the card, to be honest. The guy on the card is a beautiful man with like long flowing hair. But he has long hair too, but he had it back in like dreads. And she says when he's got his hair down, it does look like him, but it's quite funny. And even actually, look, we could even go one step further with the creepiness. The way that my waves are a bit different just now, because I had sleep rollers in. Like, yesterday it was fucking wild, but today it's like, quite wavy. It's maybe his hair, I don't know. Maybe she'll be able to tell us that. Because I will put the comments on this at some point. Just, I'm keeping them off just now for my energy. But what would be helpful for the masculines that resonate with this, or the divine feminines that feel this could be about their masculine? And let's see if that card, if it says shamanic, if the shamanic, wait a minute, did I put it back? That'd be funny if I didn't put it back in the, nah, I have put it back. It'd be funny if it comes out, let's see. It's not, but it makes sense. Self-acceptance, compassion, forgiveness. That's kind of even more beautiful than, I made that smile in case it's for the thumbnail, by the way. So yeah, have I'm here to help you reach self-acceptance. That's, when I said that bit about, how about you tell me your deepest, darkest secrets, and I accept you anyway, you know what I mean? And then you don't need to ever see me again, but you will not be as ill on some kind of level because you released it, right? But I hope that you do stay on my radar, right? I hope that you become a client, you know what I mean? I hope that, oh shit, you see, that reminds me of the Shawshank Redemption. And he's fucking making a break for it. So I mean, are some people like that trapped? Or this could be picking up on things to do with jail and stuff. We had police station. I don't know how dark this goes with some people, but the 12th house is imprisonment, literal, or feeling trapped. And my Pluto's in the 12th house. Do you know what I'm saying? So listen, my life could have went a totally different way, guys. And if I keep being as outspoken as I am, you never know. But God protect me. But yeah, it reminds me of the thing in what is that speech at the end of the Shawshank Redemption, actually? I can never watch that. I always used to say that was one of my favourites. And I do love it, but I've not watched it for like years because I find it really annoying and upsetting and everything because it's like so unfair. So somebody might be in a situation like that where it's like, yeah, that feels like it's going to resonate. It's reminding me of Meet Joe Black, which I also feels like it's about like a divine masculine going through an ego death and coming over the bridge like a new man, like reborn. And it's just nice that we're not too far away from Easter, which by the way, Easter Friday is my birthday. Spoke about that in the old 1804 Union, but I mean it feels even more fucking important that it's like Easter Friday. But especially because I just spoke about forgiveness and everything. So again, like I would. Oh shit! I just noticed something else. 21. So 21 is a karmic cycle completing. Let's see if the world comes out. So whatever your karmic cycle is, and that can be your secret. It doesn't need to be as dark as some of the things I've spoke about. Or it could be one of them or a few of them or none of them. A lot of them are closing out for you. And you can be happy now, if you choose to be. You can break free. And I know that speaks to some people that have been doing stuff for recently. But that can even just be being free of being trapped in your mind, you see. But yeah, the film, it was Meet Joe Black. There's a scene, I've spoken about this before, but it's because it is like one of my favourite scenes. Where it's the son-in-law of the sister. And he's just unintentionally, so this might be a message to, he's unintentionally dropped, the guy that, the Anthony Hopkins character in it. And he feels really bad and he's beating himself up and he's actually knocking back the drink. So again, this could be picking up on drink problems or coping. You might not be an alcoholic, but you might have just been overdoing it as a coping mechanism. Very common. And the thing is, it might be you've got a dark attachment. Someone might be hooking into your energy and it's having that influence on you still. And all it might take is booking a session. And it is the big one, the big one. So you have to honour, if you've already had the newbie session, or whatever, the divinely timed one, or you have to book the crystal clear clarity, the 222 session basically, because that's where I sit with people. I sit with people for hours if you're new too, but that's only the first time, like, because that's the big energy clearing, like that's like the golden ticket. But you have to honour those of you that have been on my radar a long time. You have to book the right thing, because I do sit with you for a long time, and yeah, because it's deep work, like, and I have to, like, so tomorrow, because I've channeled this, I was going to make this 10-15 minutes, but I could see why it's important. But, and you might not actually see this now till like Thursday, because we're in Thursday already, like it's in the wee hours. But I'm gonna have to sleep till like, well, lunchtime anyway, like, or maybe even, yeah, lunchtime anyway, to get my energy back. And actually tomorrow, don't worry about me, tomorrow on the Thursday, I'm actually taking tomorrow off. So that makes sense, you see. Ah, yeah, because I've done one where it actually landed. It landed on my twin flames birthday number. So again, strong message that it's for divine masculines. And like I've stressed before, it doesn't, even if none of that even makes sense, which fucking, to be honest with you, the shit I always hope it doesn't, but some of it will with bits and both. But it's just a sign of divine masculine energy. But I think it'll end up uploading as 2112. So you see, 2112 could be significant because that connects with the Mayan energy, which I am very, Mayan energy, Hopi prophecy, Rainbow Warriors. I know a lot of you are. Yeah, basically I'm having the day off tomorrow because the shorts are done. I've done a wee one earlier. Yeah, by the time I watch this, it'll be going out tomorrow. So I'll put the wee one out and then I'll put this one out tomorrow. clever. Unless I do weirdly have energy and what, but I don't think so. I think I'm just going to binge watch that programme and be kind to myself, because it did, the card was rest that I shared earlier. Oh yeah, and remember the sound went out, it was totally part of the message. That was in the membership, but it was totally part of the message that this guy's helped. Right, anyway, I'm tired now. So, what do we need to ask from this tarot deck? See, but I'm channeling the energy of somebody's, I feel this is a masculine that's like desperate to talk to you. Fed up, bored, discontent, missed an opportunity with their wish fulfillment. Shit, remember that came out with the Oracle card, wish. Somebody's missed, panicking that they missed an opportunity with a wish fulfillment, or going over and over in their head, replaying. Why did I do that? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There could have been commitments elsewhere. Someone that was draining their finances. There's going to be a Tower moment. So like I said, remember, this can be people's past, but this can be present. But if that's people's, well, let's tackle the present. If this is people's presence, there's going to be a shocking Tower moment. Shit, that card said shocking news. And it could have something to do with like a toxic female, very materialistic, obsessed with money. Doesn't need to be, that could be anyone around. So it doesn't need to be romantic, but it could be anyone. But somebody's working hard. They're taking their time. But look, he's got a map and somebody's working hard. Working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love. It's late. Look, it's 1, 1, 1. And then it's going to be 5 ones in a row. And that's new beginnings and alignment. And that brings me back to the eclipse energy again. I don't know if I've said this yet, but I usually say it every year because it's true, right? Look, now it's alignment. You've got, oh, wait a minute. Why did it? Oh, wait. Well, you know what I mean? There you see. I thought it was going to like line up to fit. You know what I mean? I'm so tired. Well, maybe it did for a second and I missed it, but because I made a mistake there, and all of that is part of it in this. This person feels like they made a mistake. They made a decision. And from their perspective, they're like, I made the wrong decision. But like I always describe with karmic situations, you learn your lessons. And then it's about how you, it's not backtracking, it's about how you take responsibility and move forward now. Oh yeah, shit, that's why they made me talk about Meet Joe Black. It's the scene where Meet Joe Black is like, you know, I can't remember what he asks him, but the way he describes, oh, he says like, what's love or something? And he says love is showing somebody the worst parts of you, or telling them your worst secrets, and them loving you despite them, or loving you knowing them or something. And I love that. Like, that's definitely my Plutonian. It's true. I know it for myself too. When I've told people like things, you know, my stuff. It's powerful, you know. And I've got many people's secrets from past lives and this life. And like I've said before, this is true, right? Again, because there are loads of people that'll get a fucking squeaky bum, let me tell you. But there's people from my past, like and I'm not talking like the last few years. I mean, although I've got all their secrets too, but it's like, I can think of people that I like literally parted ways with, like, wait a minute, what are we in? Yeah, like 15 years ago, right? Literally 15 years ago and longer, where I've got people's secrets. And I know that, like, I'm potentially the only person that know secrets. And I still kept them. See, I've kept people's secrets. That's the point. And some people might be quite surprised. They might be thinking, shit, who's Claire told? I haven't told people. You know what I mean? And it's because there are just some things that's crossing the line. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a bit, like I always say, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because when I'm doing this, I speak to that many people, and I've been doing this for 10 years. I've spoke to thousands of twin flames. Now, when it has been a bit of time, I can talk about things and generalise it, because that could be fucking anyone. You'll know it's you if I'm telling the story, but like I usually just mix it all up, and like you might think it's you and it's not. I've said this before. You might think it's you and it's not, and it might even be someone of the opposite sex, or basically it's someone else. A lot of you are going through a lot of the same stuff, right? Or you were in the past, you're not now. It's weird, the timelines, but it's clever how they do it, and they have to get me to do it so that other people that are at that part now know. Like for instance, see tonight, right? I can tell you this because of some of my own stuff. Some of the things I was talking about that woman, I was telling her stuff that was about me, but she was like gobsmacked because it was actually channeling her situation. And that's just something that you'll know if you've done work with me before. It's like a lot of trust that I have to have in my guides in the spirit world, and I just, yeah, anyway. So, what else do we need to know about this? I am tired. Yep, they're like, we said what we said. When the same card comes out for me, the message is done. This Divine Masculine group have taken a very, very long time to come forward. They're meticulously planning every detail. This isn't everyone. Or subconsciously kind of daydreaming and not realising that's what they're doing. But some consciously know that now, and they've got a plan and they want to come forward correct. And they've either walked away from something a long time ago and they're now only experiencing the trauma from that, healing from that, or presently, and I mean like because we're in eclipse season, they could literally, this could have like, things like this could have actually happened like literally today with the moon in Taurus and last night, or very soon. This is eclipse, wait a minute. This is eclipse season, walking away. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away. Which is not always easy to do, right? It's alright for me to sit here and sing that, but some people are in really trapped situations. But you need to listen to that journey, which I will pin below. That's helped a lot of people get out of toxic situations, of the most crazy situations. It's helped people get off drugs, alcohol, you name it. So, and I'm proud of that. Yeah, it is. I knew it was going to come out. Closing of a cycle, but look at that woman. You could be, look at that woman. That looks like, look at how tired I look. Like, you could be exhausted. If you're this divine feminine, you could be exhausted with whatever you've both went through, because you both went through it. Whether you know it or not, but I know that you know it, divine feminines, male and female, you've guided this person out of a dark situation. Some people's situations are a lot darker than others. But pain is pain. That's from a TED talk from years ago, and I've never been able to find it. If anyone knows what one I mean, I would love it. But I've not. I think I will put. I think I might put some welly into finding it, because like I said to that woman, when I'm like a dog with a bone, I'll get to the fucking answer. Pluto and Scorpio. That's all I need to say. And it's, some of you got Pluto and Scorpio, so you'll be able to do it too. But mine's is at 0 degrees, so with that, it's like a portal to the divine. You know what I mean? In the most beautiful prayer way, but it can also be like, I'm having to go to the underworld to that's how dark it gets, right? Some people know that are watching this. Some people, it was that bad, you didn't want to be here anymore. And I think we all know what that means. And I hope if anybody's feeling like that out there, that you have the strength to find something that lifts that heaviness from your heart, and to get through not just another day, to, you know, get through every day from this moment on and feel stronger and stronger and stronger. But if you found this channel, get listening to the playlist and be open to miracles. But you're exhausted, whether you're a man or a woman. The World card. I knew it was going to come out. Oh dear. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse, that's a manipulative woman. So we've had the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse. They're just telling you, you know, there's situations, karmic situations, where there was no equal give and take. It was like victim mode, manipulating people, turning on the tears to get people to stay, if it's romantic, or if it's family members, like, you know, you have to do this for me, or you can't do it. I don't know, I'm hearing all, whoever this is relevant for, but, right. What other, so the advice was to accept yourself and forgive yourself. Devoted spirits with specific intentions, ascended masters. But in this case, so I work with loads of Ascended Masters, and again, like I've said before, like when people have actually done sessions with me, like they've actually said like you are an Ascended Master, and it depends which way you look at it. Like I don't really mention that too much, but it's like I'm a twin flame elder, and that's what they tell me all the time. And I only worked out. Is that card actually kicking about? Basically, there's a card in this deck, and it's got an elephant on it, and it's got elder. So I've realised that's what the elephants are coming into my life now more and more, because I'm in that. I wouldn't think fucking nearly 41 was an elder, but it's not about the 41 bit at all. It's about how old my soul is and how much experience I've got as a twin flame. Release old identities, magnificence realised, the last cloak. Well, that wasn't the card I meant, but clearly I was meant to pick that up. And the portal that we're in is this eclipse portal. Basically, I said this to someone the other day, right? I've always believed that everyone that you come into contact with, whether it's text, phone call, in person, online, everyone that comes before that full moon eclipse, they're probably going to be in your life for a while, right? And this means, like, say you, like, so for instance, right, I've just realised I hadn't spoke to one of my close friends for ages, right? And we're a bit like that. We're just both very like that. We could just sort of tune in and feel things. And basically, yeah, she got in touch again recently, and I was like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Because I was kind of like in hermit mode and all that anyway. But the point is, that's a really powerful example of, because I hadn't spoke to that person for such a long time, if she hadn't have actually called the other day, I would have been like, oh my God, maybe that's like another friend gone. Because again, I think for those of you that are monitoring spirits and lurk, the weird thing is some of you might be the actual friend. But again, if you are and you resonate with that, I really do hope anybody that has been a past friend of mine is really happy. But I feel I can, confidently say like it's the door was closed long ago on these situations. But I always do, I think with people with really fond memories, and obviously it's not all fucking walk in the park if people aren't my friends anymore, but it's like, and that's people that have wronged me too, to be honest. I'm not going to go too sassy there, but you know what I mean? It's like, I really do just, I hope everybody's happy and well, and yeah, that's all I can really say there. But it's kind of like, but sort of moving on, like past clients and stuff too, and actually the situation I had recently where someone had been off my radar for a year and a half and they've came back when it was the right time, that taught me about how amazing it is that I trust that people come back when they're meant to. And how important is that for the twin flame journey? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the devoted spirit with the specific intentions, this guy that's helped me channel this. And he's done a really beautiful job. And so have I. I'm going to honour it. 1, 2, 3, fuck it, let's go. It's like me and this guy in a tag team now. It's quite funny. So, like, if my hot actual man, who isn't my man, but like, if my twin flame never returns in the physical, well, he's always right fucking beside me, specifically right here, his energy, always when I'm channeling the whole fucking time I've been doing this. I've got another hot man that's following me about right now, and who knows how long he's going to do. It's really funny. And I'm going to have to show you the card to give you an idea of what he looks like. It's so funny. Archangel Raziel, Wisdom, Inspiration, Akashic Records. That's what I've been tapping into. That came up in this women's session. The Healing Heart, Love, Acceptance, and Romance. That's what I help people heal. And like I said, it's important because the moon was conjunct my wounded healer today. And that's what they're saying. Look, vision, intuition, receptivity. That's me helping people with the Akashic Records. The community. But we all know with this card, in this case, I'm going to make an exception. That's you guys. Because you're my community and I love you. And there's people that watch me that can't stand me too. And we just pray for them. And, it's just, sorry, it's true. It's weird, isn't it? But I can feel them too. But it's like, this usually isn't a good card. This is about toxic people. I know you're like, what the fuck you get that from? But it's like, it's always, I've got weird signs with the cards, especially when it comes out in reverse, it's even worse. Came up upright. This is a manipulative group. By the way, I don't just twist the cards to make them mean that. Like in that case, I did, and you know what I mean? It's like, it meant what I don't usually, like I said, it usually is never positive, but in that case it was with the timing. But this is also for somebody watching, you've got a friendship group or a family around you, there's something manipulative that it's like, look, they look all really happy together, but it's not the full truth. So this could even be something on social media like, oh yeah, we're such a happy family, or oh yeah, we're such a, oh my god, we're like a happy couple, or a happy, whatever, fucking whatever. And it's like, no. Like, he could be really getting on her tits right now, and you can't, like, see that, and she's like, oh, nobody knows the truth. It's all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's symbolic or something. Anyway, come on, flip that card out. I'm going to have to go and get it. Animal energy, powers, again, I help you do that, calling your power animals and the recorded stuff. I help you do that in the sessions if it's relevant. Self-acceptance, compassion, forgiveness. Now that's the one he keeps chucking out, the old 21. Karmic cycle completing, and it's time to accept yourself and forgive yourself. Resonant choices, signature signals. There's nobody like you, and you've went through what you needed to go through as a soul, but you've went through enough. Higher self, sacred intuition. Listen to your higher self. If you're a twin flame, you should always be able to hear your twin flame's higher self. And it will become clearer and clearer and clearer the more you tune into these videos, because that's why I'm called Clair. I'm here to clear your energy and all the rest of it, right? Crystal clear vision, crystal clear clarity, clearing the spell work, clearing. Do you know what I'm saying? A clear energy to make it clear who your true twin flame is, especially those of you that are confused. And look at all this. That's light language that's coming through. Usually I'm quite expressive with my hands, but like the last few weeks I'm like, I just feel like I'm fucking raving. So, but it's these union codes, you know what I mean? It's these, when I just, cause I'm so tired, it's like, wow. So, centered energy, self-care. And right now, my self-care is eating something, watching that program and going to sleep. But I'm going to have to show you, some of you are in this, uncontrolled feelings. So I'm sending you love if you're needing that strength. Where is the card? Because this is just a wee funny thing now. That came out too. That's relevant. That's a gossip card. And think about all the things I said, this is relevant. There's some people that, like I said in that short talk, they ain't your friend. I don't know where I get that from. I think I've just fucking said it. Like, I don't think it's from a film or anything. Maybe it is, and I've not. But anyway, it's quite funny. So there's some kind of gossip and slander, which I say it all the time, and I'm going to keep saying it till I educate. And there's loads of other fucking people say it as well, but it's true. It's witchcraft. And that's what's ironic. I said that to women earlier. And this was part of this women's edge. I caught somebody before I spoke to her, and it was a Christian woman, basically like talking about witchcraft and stuff. And it's quite funny because I knew the way it was going to go. I watched a bit of it, and it was like, she was just talking about people that are in all the stuff that I do and what other people do, like psychic and cards and all that. And the thing is, but then though, she was sharing some people that it was like actual witchcraft. And this is what's so fucking confusing and toxic about this world. It's so inverted and fucked up. Like I've said before, I work with integrity. I help people out the darkest, most toxic, trapped situations in their mind, and actual literal abusive on every level situations. That's not everything I'm helping people with, but dark situations or addictions, blah blah blah. All the things other people don't want to deal with. Even other shamans, by the way, and other mediums, definitely. Because some mediums are just going to fucking give a message from your granny. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to fucking, channel a message from your best friend that was like, up to all sorts. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but thank God there are people like me and other people that will be willing to go there and deliver a message, because it's people's personality. Like he's teaching me, like he's picked me and he's teaching me as he's in the spirit world and his own twin flame. As I've had lots of other men in the spirit world that, have went through similar things to help, but it's kind of like, yeah, they just keep saying to me, just check your friends. There's some people around you they're not real friends. It doesn't need to be dark, you know, as dark as what that might sound, but they're confusing you. This is the same as the shorts. Many choices, uncertainty. They're confusing you deliberately. I think this is the friends that are like pushing divine masculines towards karmic energies to keep them stuck. When they know that you'd be stronger and more empowered with the divine feminine. And that I gave that message to that. Yeah. Fuck's sake, wait a minute. Maybe have a... He's hiding. He's doing this to fuck with me. Wait a minute. Anyway, like I said, the guy I'm talking to is hotter than the guy on this card, but... He looks like a model. Wait a minute, it's not there. This is hilarious. Where is it? Have I put it down there? Maybe you're not meant to know. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? What is it? Oh, the other thing is, look how sad this is. So remember this, so just to put you in the picture, this woman, so I didn't even say that, this woman booked last minute. Like it was literally just hours before we were going to do it. Because I even had to be like, oh, am I up for a client? Like, because I would have just emailed and rescheduled, but I thought no, and I'm glad I did because I've loved it. But like I said, I'm definitely taking tomorrow off, or the day that you're watching this, I'm fucking chilling, having my fucking cup of tea or all that, and just, you know, I need to tidy up. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. Loss. 2 cards that said loss, and it's because he is a loss, and believe me, he is, and I'm, you know. He's a beautiful man in every sense of the word. But he didn't feel that about himself. And like I said, it is just a shame that he didn't, you know, come on my radar, like, sooner. And he, you know, and it sounds like, from the sounds of it, like, he could have been this close to, because they had watched people on YouTube doing similar, like not long before he passed. Like he was getting into things like this, so it makes me really, really sad. But like I said it on that live that night, I think, and I'm saying it again now, you know, I've got a new friend in spirit. That is so fucking, she's going to be creeped out by that. Where is that card? Wait a minute, I'm going to pause this and have a look. Oh god, guys, I'm that fucking tired. He's like, the only way I'm trying to describe this, for those of you that don't get mediumship, he's pissing himself laughing at me. But he was a trickster. Now bear in mind, I'm talking like I really knew him, but it's because he's fucking talking through me. But it's like, I've described him to give her the evidence, but like she said he was like this, right? And they were over there because I've taken a picture for her. Fucking sake. But anyway, here it is. So I might use that as a... He has got eyes like, or he had eyes like that. But and that is a very beautiful man too, but the man I'm talking to is a lot harder, trust me. Because he's got edge, you know. Like I said, he's my type. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just, when a man's that hot, he's anyone's type. Anyway, moving on. Like hot man on the cards. Get like hot man, because again, he's hot too. But like I always say, like, look, I've got Venus in Aries. Venus is in Aries in retrograde, and like I've said all the time, I'm a strange one, because I can appreciate a good-looking man, but it doesn't mean you do anything about it, does it? And including my own twin flame, like I said, including my own twin flame, you're just admiring the view, you know? Like, it doesn't mean you do anything about it. Like, but some women do. So let's face it, some do, and I'm proud to not fucking be one of them. And that's why I'm saying, if I ever fucking find out that anybody's been saying otherwise, well, I can tell you right fucking now, they're a liar. But anyway, moving on. I'm frustrated. I don't know why I picked these up, but there'll be a reason. I'm realising I know I've blocked our union, and I know I'm really blocking myself. That can be from somebody staying single and like, nah, I don't want to be tied down, or I've had that before, I don't want it now, blah, blah, blah. But it can be I've blocked our union because I've been in something with someone else. Usually that turns out to be controlling, and, you know, that's the fucking shitey thing. It's like, usually a lot of divine masculines will pick somebody else because it's not as deep, but they end up getting in deep in a different way. you know, like toxic. Let's relax. That card goes on about, you know, I don't want you to leave me alone, I just want to take it slow. So I do feel there's a Divine Masculine group that they want to take it slow. And believe me, some of them don't want to take it slow, because this guy's laughing about, you know, though they don't want to take it slow. Sorry, he's really making me laugh. But it's like, but it would be wise. It would be wise to take it slow. I'm understanding. I'm facing my truths and going within to become a better person. I know I have a purpose here and I want to be able to work on that. I'm going to go now. I'll carry on talking to him, but I can tell what's going to happen. It's going to be 144, so we may as well fucking... I don't even know if I can carry on talking for that long. It's not that long, but you know what? I will. I was just very tired to keep giving these messages. I might not. Let's just see. Give me another message from one of the Divine Masculines where they are right now. Let's really freak somebody out. Whenever this gets published, whether it's in the wee hours of, you know, while I'm watching that programme and I'll watch this back. I think that I'm not going to put this out. I can't even be bothered watching this right back. This will go out on Thursday. Because it's Thursday now in the wee hours, but I'll put it out as like the Thursday night one or something. Let's freak somebody out. Somebody that's watching it right now. This is how you feel about your feminine. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. We need another card because that's all the masculines. We're meant to be together and I will wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. So whoever that is out there, you knew that you were... this is what I'm going to do until it gets to 144, because sometimes it just naturally lands on 144 and other times I make it land, and now they're just telling me to make it land on it because it just will get people's attention. But I'm just stressing, if you're new to me, I don't usually, I like literally, like you'll see in the community tab, I actually go to post things at 11:44, 1:44, and I'm not waiting for it to be that, guys. It just happens. I am very connected to 144, and I'm not going into a big chat, but like ages ago when I first started 10 years ago, it would be the ones and the fours, any combination, that activated people. That is my light language. You know, that's why I don't like the words light language for me. It's light code activations that I do through the numbers, which is hilarious when I'm terrible at maths. And that was actually a synchronistic thing in that woman. I can't remember how, but there was something about... Oh, I can. It was... Wait a minute. I've just... Somebody bite their nails. I'm going to need to use the clippers. Like, you know, it's like it's a wee sharp bit. You deserve better than them. So somebody's saying you deserve better than them. But I actually think in this case, it's like, I feel that's like a feminine saying that back to somebody that's with like somebody that's really controlling and not treating you right. But anyway, I feel that masculine I was tapping into, they know that they sabotaged it and they done, you know, I feel if you're the feminine, I feel you don't even know the half of it. And I feel this could make sense to quite a lot of you. Us, I would say. It's like, they done things to, it wasn't to hurt you, it was like really to like ensure that they couldn't come back from it. That sounds fucked up, doesn't it? But that is what you would do from trauma. Like, be like, oh, I've really fucked it now, there's no way I can come back from this, but it's never going to happen anyway. That was somebody's thought process when they've done it. But now they feel like this. Whether this is about your masculine or you are this masculine, you deserve better than them. Oh, this is really interesting. Whoever's this masculine is, they're saying, you deserve better than that version of me. But I'm not that guy anymore. And I'm going to show you that. Oh my god, that's fire and talk. Who's masculine's that? That's a few of them. I should have fought. Told you, I'm not making this up. I should have fought for you. Somebody's going to come in that way. And fuck, that's really creepy. 2 decks together, loads of cards. And I said that's fighting talk. And then it said, I should have fought for you. Creepy. But cool. I'm going to talk to 144 now. He's going to make me. So, what else have we got? That's enough from that masculine. Let's get a different one now. But remember, it could still make sense for your one. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? That's how you feel. You sabotage the connection. You block the union. Whatever that means. You've got some dark secrets that you might not even want to talk about. But for all the masculines that want to deliver this message, what are you actually going to do about it in the physical? And I'm going to say real time, but remember, this can manifest whenever. But I'm going to ask, can we have a message for some of the ones where something's going to happen on this side of the eclipse? Because that was the point of me telling you that story. I hadn't really thought about that till right as I'm saying it. Right, I think I thought about it for a second, but I've thought about it now, so I don't really want to talk because I would start crying. But to me, I know that that was God working that miracle, that friend got in touch, because I can think of some other people in my life where I'm not so sure that's going to be the case. And it doesn't mean that I'm never going to speak or see them again, but it does indicate a drifting that's already started out, you know what I mean? And it's hard to place because, you know what I mean, it's like, but yeah, when somebody gets in touch or you bump, and that could even be like bumping into them serendipitously, it's a good sign that they're meant to be in your life for a long time. That it doesn't matter how much time goes past. But I know you could be like, oh, but Claire, so many eclipses have come and went and I've not seen my twin flame in the physical or I've not spoke to them. But I'm not just talking about twin flames here. That's different. You're always connected. I'm talking about like friends and family and clients, and pay attention to everyone on this side of the eclipse. So for the next 9 days, if anybody sort of pops up and it's like, you know what I mean, it's, you know, their story's not over in your life yet, but listen up for twin flames as well. Like, if the door closes, it's not necessarily this full moon, but just saying it is a full moon on the 14th. It is like, you know, many do believe, and I believe that too, that it's like that portal's closing. And the fact that I held up a card by accident, it's never an accident, that said portal. Wait a minute, I'm going to get those cards. Yeah, they're talking about that, look, onward. And remember that the long story short, somebody gave me that card when I was going through my Dark Night of Soul on my counselling course, and it's just such a beautiful card that it stays in my room. So, like I've always said, if that person that is ever tuned in, like she's a Scorpio, she would love that I've still got that. So what's the message here? Oh no, wait a minute, wait, see what I mean? They don't want us to know. So in the physical, for anyone that is going to be seeing their twin flame before that full moon closes out, which will be at least some people, but not everyone, what is it that you're going to do or say? And then you can let me know if this person did say this. They're going to come forward and say this: I'm learning who I am. I feel like there's a reason we've been brought together, like we have a mission together, and I want to be a part of that, so I'm learning my lessons. This person's learning their lessons right now, but they're going to come in, Victory knows, love and the spirit. Well, we know because that guy's beside me, but it's like someone's going to come in and say they're still healing and they're still learning, but they want to do the rest of that with you now. However they'd say it, and because I want a future with you. Fuck, I'm creeping myself out with this. But yeah, they want a future with you. They feel they've worked enough on themselves alone that they just hope that, yeah, I ran because I wasn't ready, but now they are. We're here for it. Beautiful message. Right. And beautiful man helping me. beautiful man helping me deliver it. And I don't know if I've ever said this, but I feel guided to say it. That's how I see my twin. Well, no, I have said it. Like, you know, and I don't mean the way he looks. For once, I'm not talking about that. Okay, no, I don't need to stress that. I do consider him my beautiful man. I do. But like, not in a controlling way. I just like, he's my beautiful man that I'm connected to, my beautiful soul. And it's because I've got a beautiful soul too. So anyway, but yeah, I am proud of my beautiful twin flame. I feel that feels more respectful all round, because moving on. Integration, which is what people need to do after this. This was an integration. You're going to need to integrate. This is powerful healing. Forgive self and others. Reunion. Let go of defenses. Open the door. Look what I just said about doors. But also let go of defenses. There's been a lot of defensive energy between me and my twin flame. I could own that for my side of it. And if he's been honest, he could own it. He's more defensive than me. But I understand why. And I was that once upon a time. And if somebody gets my back up, I still would be. But I'm just, yeah, it's not that nothing gets my back up, but it's, you know, I move away from people that are trying to get my back up, basically, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, Lemurian shaman, because I'm that. Maybe you are too. Shadow dissolving in the gaze of truth, going beyond fear, initiation. Yeah, I told you, because I don't like saying I told you so, but they said it through me. This was a powerful activation, a shadow clearing integration. If you want that for yourself, book a session. But I'm going to end it at 144. See you later. Thank you, beautiful man, helping me, my twin flame, and that beautiful man spirit world. See you later.